G'day Saints, this is Nathan Clark reporting for SaintsWeekly.
Me too.
This week is Heroes Week, so let's talk to some people about the changes that's happening.
Last week was Heroes Week, but due to COVID there have been some changes. Let's find out what these changes were and what has stayed the same.
This year there are some things that are different about Heroes Week, but many things that are the same. This year, Heroes Week is focused on 1 week, March 1st through 5th, this week, very focused. Instead of being year-round, we focused all of our efforts on 1 week. We did not decorate the school this year, and a lot of that has to do with focusing the energies of our student body and our leaders on the events themselves. And we're still having restaurants that we're able to go eat at, and they're donating their profits along with the daytime assemblies and the nighttime events and dress-up days.
Mrs. Harrington, who is heavily involved in Stuco, was very happy to announce that the assemblies would be outside and on the soccer field this year.
One of the things that is very exciting is that we are getting to have our assemblies in person. So we're going outside and we're able to get together as a high school for the first time this whole year. And I think that's been the greatest blessing for all of us this Heroes Week.
Last week just goes to show that OCS will always find a great way to have a fun Heroes Week and make lots of money for a good cause. Reporting for Saints Weekly, I'm Brooks Klein.
Thanks, Brooks. Hey Nathan, did you go to that student versus teacher game?
No, but I hear Hank is, and he is not valid.
As we all know, this week is Heroes Week, and there are a ton of fun night events, including basketball. Let's go check it out.
This year, the recipients of Heroes Week was Lilyfield Foster Network. All the proceeds from this basketball tournament went to them.
Can you put this over there? I'm doing journalism. Oh, yeah. We have some video for that. Yes, it makes here, so they're going to try. Yeah. Oh! This is actual basketball.
All right, so basketball last night was kind of fun, I guess. I implemented my day because I realized how fat and old and out of shape I was, and that it's a bad idea to eat a double bacon cheeseburger before you go and play basketball because I threw up for about 20 minutes, and then I played again.
Dope.
There were many competitors in the student-teacher basketball game, including the one and only Miss Emig. Just look at her go.
I don't love basketball. I love football.
This year for Heroes Week, we were trying to do new things that'll get people more involved and excited to see what's going on. So we had to get a couple things approved for this basketball game, but overall it was just about seeing what people would do to have fun.
Dope. That was truly astonishing. This has been Hank Oakes with Saints Week.
Thanks, Hank. You're still not valid.
Hey, I hear spring break's coming up. I wonder what the people have planned.
It's almost spring break here at OCS. Let's go ask some students what their plans are.
Don't know what we're gonna do. We could possibly go to visit relatives.
I'm gonna go to Cameron Powell's house and we'll see from there.
I'm going to Texas for a race.
For spring break, I'm going skiing.
I don't think I'm doing anything. I'm just gonna lay in my room and play PC.
I don't really think I'm going anywhere.
For spring break, I'm going to Colorado to ski.
I know I'm excited for spring break. Reporting for Saints Weekly, I'm Summer Wilson.
Speaking of spring break.
Oh, it's spring break and there's nothing to do.
Here, take this.
Whoa.
This could be yours, you know?
Thanks, Reed and Wyatt.
Let's go to Cooper so we can talk about his horrible wrestling career.
This is Cooper Ross from Saints Weekly, and Wrestling State just happened. Let's go find out what it takes to get to it.
It takes, you got to be top 5 in your region, which only top 10 people in the state go to actual state, and the 4th and 5th place match don't even get guaranteed into the state tournament. They have to wrestle in. If they lose that match, they're out. It's called the blood round, and yeah.
We asked John how COVID has affected wrestling.
COVID played a big part in this year's wrestling season. A lot of the tournaments were 1 day instead of 2 days, and you had to make a stricter weight cut, and not very many fans got to go.
Wow, you have to be really good to get to Wrestling State. Mrs. Cooper Ross reporting from SaintsWeekly.
Thanks, Cooper. That video is disappointing like your wrestling career.
You know who doesn't play track? Addie. Let's talk about that.
As basketball season's coming to an end, track season is just starting up. I wonder what the coaches have to say about that.
Not only is Mr. Nichols the cross-country coach, he also coaches track.
Right, okay, so track season's coming up. We have been outside working hard on the track, running, getting in shape, waiting for more people to come out from basketball and other sports. And it's been a great time. We're going to have an awesome season, and it's going to be loads of fun.
We all know and love Mr. Nichols, but did you know we got a new addition to the coaching staff this year? Let's go see what she has to say.
Track season's going great this year. We've got a lot of great kids and some really good athletes, and we're excited to see what the season holds.
Although we don't have all our athletes yet due to other sports such as basketball, the track team is coming along very nicely. We also have our first track meet coming up very soon, so make sure to keep an eye out and show your support.
It sounds like it's going to be a great season this year. Reporting for SaintsWeekly, I'm Addie Parks.
Average job, Addie.
You know what's in spring? Spring sports.
I wonder how those teachers feel about those spring sport absences.
Spring sports are a big part of OCS with the amount of student athletes that we have, which leads to many missing classes and assignments. But we are wondering, how do the teachers feel about all of these absences?
We asked a couple teachers about what their thoughts on spring sports were.
Spring sports missing a lot. It kind of works out for me. I get to work on my tan. I get to hang out with the kids during the springtime. But it is really hard for them because so many kids are gone, mostly because we have so many sports in the spring. It's just really hard for teachers and kids to remember to turn in their stuff. So we make sure the track kids always turn in their stuff. If they don't, that's bad. So tell me.
After asking Mr. Nichols, we decided it'd be best if we asked someone who did not coach a team.
Students missing my class in spring is always rough, okay? As many people can tell you, according to the student handbook, we have to count them present if they're at an OCS event all day. So therefore, if they were gone the day before a test, they still have to take the test the day they come back. I've seen it tank some people's grades. I've seen some people rise to the occasion and do homework on buses and stuff. But in general, I don't like it, specifically because I have to abide by those rules. And yeah, I know it puts some people in a really hot spot.
Lastly, we asked a parent and teacher of a spring sports student.
So I know springtime is really hard for students because we have so many sports that are going on, and especially when they get really into the thick of their season, their sports season, they can be missing a lot of class. I don't know that there's probably a good way around it. I mean, we have lots of schools balancing schedules. I think my only concern about when students miss class is that they get behind. If they don't stay up on whatever the work is, I just worry that they are missing something that I want to make sure I catch them up on. So I think the biggest part is, can I partner with the student? Will student partner with me so we don't get them too far behind, that they'll let me keep them caught up.
There you have it, folks. Spring sports may be the most fun to watch, but the hardest to participate in. This has been Kennedy Peach reporting from SaintsWeekly.
Thanks, Kennedy. Hey, do you have a brother? No. I wonder if Ramsey and Lauren have a brother.
Hello, everybody. I'm Lauren Benton, and today we are going to host a little game show. It's a sibling rivalry game show. It's to see if you really know your sibling, or are you just another stranger living in their house. Let's meet our contestants. On our first team, we have Jackson Benton. He is a well-known senior around OCS and is looking forward to go to OSU next year. On that same team, we have Lauren Benton. She is a sophomore at OCS and doesn't really know what she's going to do.
On our second team, we have Rhett and Ramsey Kimbrough. Rhett is a senior here at OCS and is planning to go to OSU next year. And Ramsey, his younger sister, is a sophomore also here at OCS. The first question is, what is your sibling's favorite snack? Turn your thing to the front.
What'd you get?
Okay, Lauren.
He said pass.
Go.
He said
I said chips.
Is chips right?
No.
Okay, spicy pretzels.
I said hot Cheetos.
Question number 2. Has your sibling ever broken a bone?
Yep.
And what?
Face.
His arm or his funny bone?
It was my
I
arm.
thought it was his elbow.
Rhett's arm.
Elbow, arm.
Funny bone.
Question number 3. What is your sibling's favorite?
Turning?
Mm-hmm.
Juice.
Coke.
Yep.
Sweet tea.
I said Dr. Pepper, but Ramsey was wrong.
I was. What is your sibling's favorite color? Okay, Jackson.
Blue.
I said orange.
I said red or blue.
I said pink.
Mine is actually green.
Question number 5. What does your sibling want to be when they grow up? Jackson?
Professional housewife.
Absolutely not.
Right, you're leaving me on the
I
mic.
changed my answer. It is professional annoyance for him.
It was lunch
Lovely.
lady.
I wrote attorney.
I wrote plastic surgeon for kids, pediatric plastic surgeon.
The winners are Ramsey and Rhett.
A big round of applause to Ramsey and Rhett. Good luck to them. I hope everyone else knows their siblings better than me and my brother do. I'm Lauren Benton, reporting for Saints Weekly.
Well done, Lauren and Ramsey. You know who's dating?
London and Grant.
Let's go about that.
Do you need dating advice? I know I do. Let's go talk to some experts and see what they have to say on this subject.
Be nice and be straight up.
So I would probably have to ask Cameron Powell, and whatever he says, go with it.
Food is a great gift. My advice is cheat. Just not following any of Joel Reiner's advice. I think if you get advice from him, don't listen. Also, date younger. It works out.
Just simply don't date.
Be single.
Don't ever leave your date at a basketball game that you took her to.
Well, you've heard it from the best here at OCS. Reporting for Saints Weekly, this is London Lawrence.
Thanks, London and Grant. I wonder how this whole thing works.
Let's find out.
You know those amazing newscasts you see in the Commons every day? Well, we thought it'd be nice to give you a personal behind-the-scenes look of how those get made. To have a good newscast, you need the best of the best to be your anchors. That's why we picked this week Nathan Clark to play the anchor 2 times.
Being anchor is all about just letting the news get broadcasted and stuff, and you're just kind of there. Being one anchor, I mean, you get to have twice the fun basically, and I love it.
To get our footage, we need to go out into the halls and record every little video we need to make our newscast. So we asked an expert recorder to see how you record.
Recording videos is pretty easy. You just have to make sure you keep the camera still most of the time and just make sure your stand-up looks good.
After you record, you need to put all the videos together. That's why we asked our expert editor, Wyatt, to see how he gets his job done.
I don't know, I just do what I do, you know what I mean?
Elaborate on that.
I don't know, I just get on the computer, put my fingers to work, let the magic happen.
After it's all said and done, the whole journalism class comes together to see their creation and see if it's good enough for the public viewing. It takes a lot of work to make those newscasts, but it's all worth it. This has been Ethan Stovall reporting for Saints Weekly.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Nathan Clark.
I'm Nathan Clark.
See you next time.